talents of others. So I've never tried to make movies where I'm like, look at me, I'm a good director. I only try to make movies where I'm like, look at the actors, isn't that amazing? Because I love acting. I love the fact that people tell the lie that tells the truth, that they pretend to say shit and make it sound real. So, you know, you start filmmaking because you love performance and whatnot. So seeing actors act, that's the thrill of it. So I want to showcase the actors. So I was like, I'm going to set her up in front of the camera, let her do this long-ass monologue, man, and not break once, not cut away, not do a Michael Bay and do 26 other shots. Just let her act into the fucking camera. So we said action. Everybody's cleaning up quietly around the sides. Genesis starts this monologue. And at this very emotional point in the monologue, man, boom, she drops a tear. The 2 other lines later, at the appropriate line, boom, she drops another tear. And then she's crying as she's talking into the camera, doing this very passionate monologue. And everybody else who was cleaning up stopped working and started looking at the monitors, man. Like, what the fuck? So it's something special. And at the end of it, I was like, that is in the movie, man. I'd always said, like, if it works, we put it in the movie. If it doesn't work, it'll be a nice extra. But it was so stunning that we put it in the fucking flick, and it's in the trailer. So she's looking at the camera fucking crying. But it was not only like so good for that scene, like we use it later on with another character when we first introduced another character, same shot. We started calling it the Genesis shot all the time because it's just her looking down the barrel. She did a great fucking job. Okay, somebody's gonna ask a question.
Haley Joel Osment, I have not seen you in movies in a long time. Can you tell me how you got on board and what your relationship with Kevin is, and why you chose to be on this movie?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin just sent me the script last fall, shortly before they started production, and I read it really late at night. I was at a restaurant in New York reading on my phone, just looking down at the table, just laughing out loud and kind of distracting the rest of the restaurant, and I agreed to do it immediately after. You know, when it comes to the films that I choose, I just like doing really different characters and really, you know, films that don't really have anything else to compare to like this one, because it's a totally kind of different movie. It's a movie that only Kevin could have made, and I'm really happy to have been a part of it. I guess that's why we're all going back to work together kind of soon.
We are, yeah. The entire Tusk cast is in Yo-Gozers as well. I was going to say taking a cue from American Horror Story, we're just keeping the same cast doing parts, but really it's taking a cue from the Buick universe. We're just taking the same actors and having them play different parts in the next movie, so everyone comes back for Yo-Gozers. But if I remember correctly, man, when I gave it to Haley, he read the script, and I was like, you want to do it? He was like, I'll only do it if there's no dead people in it. I said, there ain't no dead people. Yeah, no, Bruce Willis. He was sweet about that. Like, at one point we were standing together on set, and like Bruce Willis inevitably comes up, and I was like, yeah, man, fucking Bruce Willis, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah. I was like, dude, you don't know what it's like to work with Bruce Willis. And I was like, holy shit, you do know what it's like to work with Bruce Willis. And then Justin was there too, and he was like, I know what it's like to work with Bruce Willis. I was like, holy shit, and there were 3 of us, like, in the fucking ex-Bruce Willis club. It was really, really fun.
I had a good experience. So.
He did. Haley did right away. He was like, I love Bruce Willis. And I was just like, well, you were a little boy. What did you know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes.
Go ahead. 2 minutes, then we out.
Being so damn metal, I had to ask another question.
Okay.
How much freedom do you have working with Kevin Smith as your character roles?
Yeah, I think you mentioned earlier that Kevin is not a stickler for every word being perfect like that, but he will bring in literally 15, 20 pages of new dialogue in the morning because he watches footage every night and will get new ideas and everything. So it was not you know, the director putting pressure on you to get things right, but we were so happy with the film that we always wanted to get every word correct because Kevin has a very distinct voice. And Justin Long and I, one day when Kevin came in with 15 pages of a lot of our portion of in the first half of the movie is me and Justin Long having this podcast, and there's a lot of back and forth, which is so much harder than just a block monologue memorizing. So we were in his trailer at lunch just sweating, trying to get the rapping back and forth and everything, and we under the gun got it, and we're doing these 20-minute takes in the podcast studio. It's just a very different kind of thing to be putting on film, and I think we all came out a little sharper because of it.
Totally, and Kevin is the only director I've ever worked for that says, okay, go have fun, guys.
Yeah.
Like, he genuinely wants you to have fun while you're acting, and I mean, that's why we do what we do.
Where you guys, you want another one? do another one?
Yeah, you want to do another one? I was good about that.
I loved it.
I feel good about it. Do you want another one?
Yeah, you get to a
Let's go.
place where, like, back in the day, it's like you overshoot and make the actors do a lot. And then you get to a place like years in where you're just like, that was magic. Like, it helps that I'm the editor. Not so much a director as I am an editor. Like, I'm officially the director in name, but the job that I love as much as writing is editing, because it gives you another chance to do a draft of the script. So when I'm on set, I'm not really there as the director, and most critics will tell you that's true. I'm there as an editor. I'm just looking for moments that I need in the script to put a scene together. So as I sit there watching a performance, I'm like, I got that line, I got that line, I got that line. Maybe we'll get another reading of that. I got that line, I got that line. So the moment I get all the lines and I'm like, oh my God, that's better than I imagined it when I was writing it, I'm ready to walk away. But then you always give it up to them and be like, you guys want to do one more? Go crazy and do whatever you want. So it was fun, yeah. It was very collaborative effort across the boards, man. And it needed to be that, because it was a movie that was only pushed by the volition of people going, I gotta see what this looks like. You know, everybody who was involved was like, I just want to see if this works and shit. Some people were kind of there, not rooting for failure, but like, this is gonna be spectacular when it blows up, you know? But then at the end of the day, we wound up kind of doing it. It was cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
One more. Go ahead.
All right.
Hi,
How's it go?
how are you?
Calendar man.
From what is it?
Calendar man.
Calendar man.
Dates
That-
are very important.
I couldn't see the writing on your head. All I saw was the comfortable orange outfit. And I was like, oh, orange is the new black.
Surprisingly enough, people thought I was cosplaying as that too.
Really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
I do got the breast for it. My question is for Haley and Genesis. Genesis, right?
Yes.
Cool. I just want to know, like, what your reaction was when you seen this and you're like, fuck, it turns him into a walrus. Like, what was your